The things that you have in your heart that you think are impossible are often just milestones waiting to get accomplished if you can push those limits. Everything was impossible until somebody else did it. So you can either hang around people that tell you it can be done, or hang around those that inspire possibilities. Welcome to the Inspiring Possibilities Podcast. Weekly interviews with entrepreneurs, artists, those that inspire possibilities. And I'm your host, Julian Marion. Well, welcome to another episode of Inspiring Possibilities with your host, Julian Marion. That's me. All right, so the other day, Friday, I officially retired at the age of 37. It was a great 14-year run, and I retired from making babies. Yep. Making babies. I have 6 kids, and eventually we get to that place. Some will say, "Hey, Julian, yes, that's enough. You have nothing else to prove." Others will say, "Hey, Father's Day was made for you. That's the reason it was created for dad like you." But anyway, Friday, I got a vasectomy and, retired from making babies. And what was funny is, whenever you have the vasectomy, you can't be submerged in water, right? So we went to do a float. So this is when you go on the river in Texas and you just like float the river. That's it. You get on a little floaty. I'm gonna call it floaty. I'm sure there's a different name for it. A little floaty, a little circle. Sit on it. Have food in a cooler that is also on one, and you just float under the sun. And we did it with not all of our kids, but 4 of the 6. Floated the river, and to get to that place, it was a close to a 3-hour drive. And inside of that drive, the conversation came where kids were like, "Hey, so what procedure are you getting done tomorrow?" And I'm like, "Vasectomy." "What is that?" "Well, that's something you do so you don't have babies anymore." And they were like, "But why?" I'm like, "Because there's 6 of you guys. I think that's good. I think that's enough. 6 of you guys." And then someone said, "But why can't you just stop doing the devil's tango?" Which is, why can you just stop doing it? And I was just taken by it. Like, what? Like, yes, I can stop doing it, but I don't want to. Right? And oh, by the way, I will ask you that too. Whenever you get older, why can you just stop doing it? And obviously, all other different questions. How is it going to be done? What, are you going to be in pain? Are you still going to be a man? And all of those, those questions. But for my guys listening, right? And you're thinking about doing a vasectomy, but you're just, afraid or nervous. The one that I got done was a no scalpel, no needle vasectomy. And what that means is that there's no needle and you don't get cut, right? It's they're using, something else to be able to do it. But this is how I went. So got there, got checked in, went in the back, watched a video, an onboarding video explaining to you exactly what is about to happen. Right, and I'm in Texas, so that you don't need your spouse approval. Other states you do need your spouse needs to be there. So got there, video, say, "Hey, this is what we're gonna do." Answering all the question. "Hey, 3 to 5 days, you can't work out. About 7 days or so, you can't have any, anything sexual, and what you might experience, pain between 0 to 2. And, we are numbing the area with it's like a gun. It's almost like the best way it was explained to me, it's like a rubber band snap. So you're getting a bunch of rubber bands snapped all around the sack. Pa 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 pa. A lot of those to numb you, right? So what's the video? Probably the video is like 5 minutes or so, like well explained. And I was even like, man, I should create an onboarding video for our business. Like that would be so cool. People can watch it and you just onboard them, all questions they might have. After that, boom, you're taken into to the room where it's going to happen. The doctor comes in and asks you, why are you, what are you here for? Right? And I told him, I'm here to retire from making babies. And, he bust out laughing. Then he's like, okay, great. But what is the name of the procedure? To a vasectomy. He's like, okay, great. Do you consent? And I'm like, yes, I do. He's like, okay, pull your pants down to mid thighs and lay down. And so that was strange, but pull your pants down, mid thigh, then sit, lay down on that little table. And it was a TV hung on the ceiling with ESPN playing. I'm wondering if in all countries it's like sports playing, right? Or if it's not, or if it's like, hey, you can watch your stuff. But anyway, here there was ESPN playing, right? But then, the doctor started having a conversation. So I was kind of like in this place of confusion. I'm like trying to watch ESPN, where at the same time he's trying to have a conversation with me, asking me, where are you from? Oh, it's interesting. You're born in Africa and you live in Belgium and and all that stuff. While at the same time getting rubber bands snapped all around, and eventually the procedure is being done. And I remember trying to relax, but my legs just all tensed up, all my stress in my ankle, like, all flexed. But yeah, it took about probably 10 minutes or so, and that was done, just like that. Felt just a little bit pain, really between that 0 to 2. It cost $1,100, so not like crazy high, and yeah, now I'm in the recovery stage. You have to, have that, 7 days before any, sexual activity, and then after that, you have to make sure that, you're getting everything out so that you have nothing left from before the surgery. And they recommend 8 to 10 weeks to be fully, get rid of the old sperms that were there. So here we go. This is what it is. It happened the weekend before Father's Day, or the Father's Day weekend, that Friday. Didn't really necessarily thought about the fact that it was Father's Day weekend, but it just happened. It just happened like that, and yeah, now the kids are like, okay, so this is it. I'm like, this is it, and I think it's a different feeling to know that it's a big step, right? That the last kid, Nina, is the last one. There's nobody else after this, from this side. That can come, and also for Mallory thinking like, hey, this is it. This is our last one. This is the unit that we're moving with. It was pretty interesting. So if you're somebody that's been thinking about doing a vasectomy, just go ahead and get it done. It really is not that painful, not that expensive, and there we go. Hope I inspire you to go and get it done. All right, that's it. That's my I'm retiring episode. Retiring from making babies. Eventually, I'm gonna do a retiring, from work episode. That would be crazy. I'm wondering like how many episodes I'll have to do before I get there. But that's it for me, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.